our show X. Welcome. My name is Tim. That is Eric. That is Rita. That is Lauren. That is Butch. That is Jill. That is Hannah. And we'll be your cast tonight. So, for those of you, a quick round of applause, show of hands, whatever you feel comfortable with in a darkened theater. How many of you have never been to HUGE Theater before? Awesome. Welcome. Welcome. And thank you for being like, oh. I've seen it before. Welcome. For those of you who have never seen improv before, what you're about to see is all made up. However, the first Monday of every a month is a very special Monday because it is our Celebrity Armando, where we invite a celebrity to come out, tell stories that will inspire the improv that we do. Tonight we are very fortunate and very excited to welcome somebody that you may have seen on NBC's The Voice Season 6 on Team Adam, if you were paying attention. She's got a single dropping tomorrow. Her album drops on July 10th. So go to iTunes tomorrow. That's literally your job. To go to iTunes tomorrow, download her new single. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Kat Perkins!
I can't even believe that you clapped for me. Still can't believe that. So I'm Kat Perkins, and I was on season 6 of The Voice Team Adam. Ladies. Gentlemen. Some, yes. What I want to tell you some stories about my life, and I kind of want to start from the beginning. So I'm from Scranton, North Dakota. Oh. A town of, well, at that time, like when I graduated high school, it was 287. Yes. Today, we checked the census like the other day, and it's 281 today. More than me just left. There's about 6 others that left. That's probably about it. And so I had this peculiar rural upbringing, right, in this tiny little town, and I graduated with 9 kids, so 8 others in my class. And but I started singing when I was like 3 years old. 3 years old, and I started singing. I don't really remember that, but I remember 4 years old begging my father, who is still the music teacher in Scranton, North Dakota, to please let me sing on one of your concerts. Please let me sing on one of your concerts. So he gave in, he finally gave in, and that's one of my first memories. I remember being super nervous. I remember wearing tights that were way too tight for some reason, and it freaked me out, and I didn't like that feeling, and my mom had put like lipstick on me, and that was kind of weird too. And I remember coming out, and the lights were super bright like this, and I was like, oh, I had no idea that this is what it was gonna feel like. But I don't remember like actually singing through it, but I remember getting done and being like, this is what I want to do. I want to do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. This is what I want to do. I want to entertain people. I want to be in front of people. I want to sing. However, I lived in Scranton, North Dakota, so my real job really included me helping the farm. That's how I grew up. We were on farm. My dad was a music teacher by day and a farmer by evening and summer. And so I had a lot of chores. I learned a huge thing about discipline and working at a very young age. I was telling these guys I got my driving permit for farm vehicles at the age of 12. As long as the license plate said farm, you could drive it. But that didn't necessarily mean it was a vehicle. It was more like a combine or a grain truck. So my first vehicle was an international, I think it was a 1984 or 85, international grain truck. 5-speed. There was like an overdrive thing on there. But I am really 4'11" to this day, but at that time I was even shorter, and so I couldn't reach the pedals. And so my dad built me these blocks that I feel like they Velcroed, but I'm not sure Velcro, is that an 80s thing? Yeah. Or buckled to my real shoes so that I could reach the clutch and down and shift and get it going. And Armstrong steering. And I couldn't go over 50 miles an hour. But my main job was to go in and take this grain that we had harvested to the elevator in Scranton, North Dakota. So basically you sell the grain in the truck. But I was so terrified of taking it up the ramp into the 6 miles away, 6 miles down the road. Then there's a ramp going into this elevator, and then you do this with the grain truck, right? And dump it out. So Donna Schaff, who, rest in peace, just passed away this last year, she would take over as I pulled into the parking lot. She would come out, take that grain truck, and put it up the ramp for me and dump the grain. And then I'd jump back in and drive 6 miles back. This is where I learned how to smoke cigarettes. Probably unbeknownst to my parents at this point still, but there was always these butts in there, and I was like, what is that? I know my grandpa does it, I know my uncle does it, and I want to see what that's all about. And so I'd take these little butts and like smoke, Armstrong steering, blocks on my feet. 6 miles back to the farm. And this is also where I learned how to prairie pea very well. And if you've ever done it in a harvested wheat field, when you're not 5 feet and you're like 4 feet and you're doing this, there's stubble that is very, very long. I learned a lot in my childhood, that's my
Mom, please let me go into the surgery room with you. I want to do surgery so bad.
Stop
I
it.
want to do surgery so bad.
I appreciate that you're into what I do, but honey, this is a brain surgery.
I can do it, Mom. I believe in myself.
I've never been one to hold you back.
Doctor, we need you soon.
Very
Nurse.
soon. I know. Yes.
Going to
Are
Nurse,
you
I'm gonna have another
anesthesiologist?
scrub in. I'm gonna have another scrub in. I'm gonna have another scrub in. So just please prepare. Get me an extra scalpel. Just a slightly dulled scalpel.
Thank you,
All right.
Mommy.
Now the scalpel only goes on the patient, not on you. All right.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a really small pair of gloves, I guess, that might work. They're
Yay!
gonna be really tight.
Okay, oh.
Doctor, did Janet come in here and tell you that
Yes.
he's about to die?
Yes, I'm on it. I'm also
Okay.
trying to be a mother.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
These gloves are really tight.
Okay, now don't touch anything else but the body.
Doctor, we're just wheeling him out
I
here. so
swear
you
to
can
God,
get it done.
Janet, I will slap
It's
you
too
in the
late.
face.
It is too late. He's right in front of you.
Honey, this is your first death. Now I want you to know.
I cut his brain open just to start things. I know I'm just the anesthesiologist, but I just wanted to try my hand at it.
I know how you feel.
Oh, hey, Bartov.
We lost another one. They moved or something. I don't know.
You guys hear the news?
Yeah, we lost another
I
one.
was just taking a number off. Are you guys talking about the same person that died, or?
Oh, this one just moved away, so we're
Oh,
not
okay.
talking about the same.
Who
Are you
died?
telling me we lost 2 today?
Yeah, but
In one day?
in different ways, yes.
You know, if we get down below 180, we have to close either the church, the post office, or the bar.
Probably don't.
What do you mean we need to close? Where will God speak?
We're not closing the bar. You go tell that church they can shut down.
I'm getting real tired of delivering mail anyway. Why not? Who gets mail? Who gets mail?
I don't like you being home all day.
Oh, I was gonna do some of these jigsaw.
I don't like you being in the bar all day.
Welcome, son. We've been waiting for someone to come in for so many months.
Wow. Wow.
Let me see, where should I begin? There's so many sermons I've written and never delivered to
Wow.
anyone.
I am ready.
I'll
I
just
am
start
ready
here
for
then.
some sermons.
God has
Excuse
deep
me.
breath. Excuse me?
Sorry, I just moved to town.
Oh, come into the church.
I was trying to set up my mail forwarding, and they said I should come here and
Yes,
look.
come here.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Come to the church. Take a seat and we'll forward your mail.
Oh.
Or rather, Jesus will forward your mail. Because God is a wrathful God, and
I could have this guy do it. He's got the cap
when
and
you
everything.
do something wrong, God will punish you for it.
We don't really have a post office anymore.
Yeah, they told me that after I moved into the house with all the yellow tape around.
Questions?
So, this is it.
It's nice.
Well, depends what you mean by nice. But it's for sale if you want to buy it.
Why were all the neighbors pointing when we pulled up?
Because you're new. They get excited. They keep a tally. They keep a tally in the back room of the bar, which
Hey,
is...
are you moving
You're
in?
gonna be the one.
Let me do my job! I'm a realtor.
Fine.
You boys must be hungry though, Brownie.
And I've got some hamburgers in my car.
Don't eat the hamburgers.
I'm just gonna wait in this closet, make sure there's nothing wrong with you.
Hey, just a quick question. Are
Sure.
you married?
And are you of baby-making age?
And have you ever murdered anyone?
Does it really matter?
It does to me.
It seems lovely. I don't even know if I need to see the rest of the house.
No, you should. It's been condemned.
He doesn't mean that. Condemned in Scranton means fixer-upper.
It's just bad wallpaper.
Well, I mean, you said you had another property we could take a look at,
Yeah,
too.
we
Say,
could...
my eggs are drying up over here, so you want to come over for a drink?
Hey, you can move into the post office.
Yeah,
I'll follow you wherever you go.
Hey, check this out. Whoa, it's a cigarette.
I see it. Just the filter, huh?
Pretty cool, huh? You put it up in your gums and they suck. I did it earlier and I swear to God I saw a ghost.
I'm so high right now. I'm so high, my guts are coming out.
Hey, girls.
Whoa.
Girls, if you want to learn to smoke, first of all, I've got a package of full-size cigarettes for you, and second of all, I'd like you to stand closer to that gasoline pump.
Okay, sure.
Alright. I'll do it for a cigarette.
We're sending you to North Dakota, Joe the Camel. We got a small town called Scranton. Got a lot of young children, need a lot of cigarettes.
You don't have to tell me what to do, boss. I'm on it. I am on it.
Well, it's just the three of us graduating this year.
Yeah, everybody else died from accidents on the farm.
It was just one accident, really, but it was a big one.
Everybody's farm.
Yeah. It's a communal farm.
So you're a camel, huh?
I am a camel.
Pretty cool. When's the last time you peed?
Have you guys ever prairie peed?
Yeah,
It's really tough.
we live in the prairie.
Yeah.
And we all have the same dad.
I have a graduation gift for you kids.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
I plan on graduating.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
You like it?
Reach into my saddlebag.
Whoa.
Well, okay.
It's cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
It is cigarettes.
Ah, we don't have very good object placement. If we can't see it, it doesn't exist.
We each have a pack. I feel rich.
Why are you burning yours?
I'm drinking it.
Honey,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of her?
She's fine. I mean, like right now, or just in like in this...
got her all dressed up and ready to go
Oh
out
yeah,
today.
no, it's nice.
Do you think the lipstick's too much? I mean, I know she's 6 months, but I feel like
Yeah,
she's
no.
got that perfect pout. I really want to.
I feel like I can't be honest right now.
Richard, why would you feel like you can't be honest?
Because
We are in this together, and there
I
aren't
know.
many of us here.
Yeah, but it's just that when I have been honest,
Mm-hmm.
I also am in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that
Mm-hmm.
that. It's okay.
I'm just trying to be a mother!
I know that. I know it looks fine.
Mom, I have the weirdest. I don't know if they're real memories or they feel really.
Look, a bird.
They are real, Stephen. You had the perfect pout, okay? You were so young, I didn't think you'd ever lock any of that in. Please don't judge me for this.
And definitely don't judge me because it was all her.
Definitely don't judge me. Wouldn't have been there if he tried.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They felt like really warm, happy memories, and they stopped suddenly somewhere along the way. I kind of missed that.
Oh. Please don't cry. Comfort your son. Do something for him.
Good job, champ.
A lot of men come to the clinic here. It's not weird.
You sure?
Makeup's really popular
I
for
didn't
men.
see a lot of other guys.
Well, it's only certain kinds of men. But we have a whole assortment. You can choose any makeup you like.
Got the red lush in.
I set some aside for you, Earl.
Thanks.
Hey Earl, how's it going?
Good. How are you? Oh, you're getting into.
I'm getting a new look. That's what it's.
Well, you're getting down to your roots. Because back in the day, you were always made up. Always made up.
What?
Oh yeah. Just makeup to the high heavens.
Just gonna start with a little blusher.
Well, that feels natural.
Because you have a good complexion anyway.
You are an autumn.
Wow, Steven, you look just like your old self.
Thank you.
I guess I won't be winning the talent show this year.
Not this year.
No, because you're back. I'm not even sad about
I
it.
can't breathe in these tights, but
5 minutes.
thank you,
kids.
5.
I
5 minutes.
got a good trick for you.
5 minutes.
Do you?
Here, suck
5
it.
minutes. Can you say?
Thank you, 5.
You shouldn't talk to your dad that way.
Yeah, but he's being sassy.
He's the town stage manager.
Just suck on this penny. Suck on this penny, and then you can spit into a cup and you'll lose water weight.
Does it take oxygen to do that? Because I don't have very much.
No.
Okay.
Here, just spit into my hand. Oh, Steven!
Stephen, you're incredibly ill. We're gonna have to surgically remove those tights, and you have a penny lodged in your throat. Yes, yes, you can. Please have a seat in the surgery chair. All right. If you don't mind, I'm gonna let my daughter do the first incision on the tights. Honey, did you wash your hands?
Yes.
Why? Just scrub in again, Janet. My daughter Tina's gonna be scrubbing in for this surgery.
I'm not even gonna ask anymore.
Thank
If this
you.
man dies, it's not on me.
Okay.
Count backwards from 10.
Well, your first problem was that you put a mask over the thing I needed to get the penny out
That was so good. I'm gonna have some good abs when I learn how to smell. Wow. All right. So let's fast forward into. Okay. So I turned 18, right? Graduated high school with those other kids, Turned that tassel, and got in that car, and drove here to Minneapolis, Minnesota, as fast as I could. I don't know why. I just did it. I felt this way. I felt like going east was going to be the ticket to my life, and I did it. And I ended up meeting a lovely man, and he was a drummer. Wait, I said lovely man. Does that go together? Lovely drummer? No, he was a very lovely man, and I thought, wow, okay, well, this is cool. And I grew up in this, part of North Dakota where marriage was very common at like 18, 20. I was like 20 at this point, so it was a little bit old. Even the ladies of Scranton were like, why aren't you getting married yet? And I was like, oh, wow, right? So I meet the man, and we court for a little while. And I meet his family, and his dad was a priest formerly, and his mother was formerly a nun. True story. Now they got out of the church before they actually met. Like they were out of the church and then they met because their friends were like, oh, you guys have to meet each other. You guys are both retired from the church. You have to meet each other. And so they're older, like 39 years old, back in the 70s, and they miraculously had a child. So Shane was their child, and this is who I met, right? So drummer, and I was so intrigued by this dude that has this crazy, awesome upbringing. And I was in tune with the Catholic Church, but not necessarily Catholic. And so that was a very interesting dynamic. But so I was like, well, what do I need to do to, move forward in a relationship, like when you have a family like that? And he was like, oh, nothing, we're fine, right? And so we eventually, after like 10 months, he proposed. And we eventually got married. And I was a married woman in the big city, just turned 21 because I did drink at my wedding, and I drank legally at my wedding. I do remember that. And he was lovely, and his family was lovely, and I ended up turning Catholic for us. And we had this giant wedding in the round, a standing room only. He had a huge family, Catholic, and I had a family that refused to take communion at the wedding because they were told they couldn't, right? And that's the Catholic thing, but whatever. It was supposed to be a thing of union, but it really wasn't a thing of union. Anyway, so back up just a tad, I get my hair done the morning of the wedding, and it's all very scary, and I'm very nervous, and I wasn't quite sure what the hell I was even doing, very young. And I'm on Lindale, just right near here, and Lake, and I get in a giant car accident. In my veil, in my button down, so I could get it off and not mess up my giant hair. And I was by myself. I don't even know why. I was by myself driving to my own wedding, get in a car accident. And then fast forward to the end of that ceremony happens, pictures, the whole thing, standing room only, lots of people. We never found the negatives to those photos of that wedding, ever. They don't exist ever, never. I can't, still have no idea. We don't have any real wedding photos besides one proof that I can find. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what was. Anyway, the great part of that story is that we started a band together since I was a singer, he was a drummer, and that was our child that we raised even after we got divorced. And that band was called Scarlet Haze, and we had it for 5 years after we got divorced, and I would not be the person I am today without that band. So that's the story. Woo!
Welcome to Minneapolis. Here, this gets you a free drummer.
Oh. do you have a surplus, or?
I heard drummer.
Oh.
Yeah, this one's yours.
Do I have to take this one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have any,
There's people in line. Come on.
do you have, a jazz drummer?
My name's Zeke.
Yeah, he's... I don't want that one.
Gary.
Yeah.
I'll go. Hi.
Oh.
I'm a lovely drummer.
No cutsies.
Shut up, Kurt.
I was in jazz band.
Zeke.
Zeke.
Get back in the pen.
Wait, keep him in a pen?
Morsels of food.
Hey! Ting, 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 ting!
There's only so much chum in the bucket.
Come on!
Fight for it.
Hurt.
I don't like this any more than you do.
I think you do, probably. We are in a pen. Oh.
Of course, I get a sense of power from the whole thing.
Right, because you're above us, right?
You can't humanize the drummers.
Can't help it.
It's just going to lead to heartbreak. It makes it harder when we have to put them down.
Can't help it. Listen,
My name is Zeke. I have a name. My name is Zeke.
I know that.
I'm
I
a
hear
person.
It. Stop.
They
see?
just make sounds that approximate speech. They don't know what they're saying.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It feels so real.
No, that's what they want you to feel.
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, stop it! Don't make me dance! Don't make me dance!
Drums mimic the heartbeat.
How'd you get out of the cage?
Lovely drum.
No! She faded like mist.
We do that. We're drummers.
I'm bleeding from my
I'm
mouth.
here to put them down. Are you ready? Which one do you want to?
No,
be
none of
down?
them! Get out
I'm
of here!
sorry, they're drummers. It's my job. It's Thursday.
You can't.
This is the day
You
to put
can't.
them down.
Please, take me. Somewhere else.
Take you.
Take me somewhere else than here.
You're a human being. Let me get at the drummers behind you.
No, look. They can say things and they can make you.
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
All I hear is like.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but go ahead, tell me.
Well, I'm in tune
Huh?
with being white, but I'm not like white.
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. I kind of get it. You know, like I'm not. You know, like I went to the store the other day and I was like, huh, these are the new flavored Triscuits.
Uh-huh.
No, that's a good
No, and like
That's a
even
good
though
start.
even though I had never had them, I felt like I was like, well, I know what rosemary is and I know what garlic is. But how does that translate into Triscuits?
Right.
I really can't answer any questions about the Triscuits other than what's on the package.
Oh.
Are you ready to check out?
Sorry, I brought my collapsible chair. I really need to think on it. You know, it's like I get it conceptually. You know what I mean, conceptually. But if they're already flavored, then how are you supposed to?
Honey, what the fuck is with that box of Triscuits in the cupboard?
Oh,
I couldn't decide.
what did you bring?
I don't know.
I don't even understand what. I want a simple wheat square that makes me chill. I want a dry wheat square that makes me. Turn away! You get this devil's Triscuit out of here.
I couldn't just bring out one.
You can't return it. You can sit there all you want and protest, but you can't return a box of Triscuits once they've been opened and eaten.
I tried them and they're very flavorful.
Do you need something?
Yeah, I wanted to check out.
You can't check out. This person's here in a
I'm
collapsible
here. I
chair.
brought my chair.
It's only the one checkout station.
Yeah,
I'm trying to return some. You know when you buy something, you know what? I tried that Dijon mustard. And I said, this isn't mustard. This is like sour gravy. I'm just.
You've been gone for a week.
I was
A
in,
week?
I was in line.
For what?
You told me to get bread and milk. And
Right, or don't come home.
There's your bread and milk. It's old now. Don't drink the milk.
Old like our marriage.
I tried.
Oh.
There was a lady on a chair.
Oh, you're gonna.
And you know, the other day I was like,
Go.
sugar-free Kool-Aid. No, you know this, sugar-free Kool-Aid, right? What the stink is that? I mean,
My wife is gonna be mad. I have to check out. Everyone is sleeping.
How come no one ever comes in my lane?
I told him you on break because I was doing a goof.
That's a pretty funny goof. 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I talk to you about something?
of course, I'm here. What?
I woke up this morning
Okay.
feeling a little bit guilty and thinking the Pope made sense. Am I turning Catholic?
Hang on.
What should I do? What
Do
should
you
I
have
do?
the stigmata or?
What?
Susan, we've talked about the stigmata. It's not through the shoulder. If you're gonna be teaching catechism, I'm gonna need you to have it correct, especially when people come in because they are appearing Catholic.
Well, I tried, you know, and I want to appeal to them like
The Father, the Son, and the...
Master Spirit. I'll get there.
Hail Mary, full of...
Lace.
No. Easy one.
Okay.
Easy one. The 10...
Romances.
Romances.
Yes,
That's not even a correct word.
There were 10 mermaids that sang Christians into the sea.
We have a lot of work.
I'm sorry.
Lot.
So
Thou shalt not.
drill. Measure once and cut and donut drill.
That is not a
Okay.
not a
okay,
commandment
okay.
in the Catholic Church.
You know what?
At
I'll
the
get
Home
this.
Depot, yes. Catholic Church, no.
Okay. I'm sorry, just so many people are turning Catholic. They're like, poof, Catholic.
Okay.
And
I also wanted to
you know.
talk to you about the communion wafers that
Yes,
you prepared.
yes. I got the vanilla one.
This is
I picked up some lady fingers in case people want.
okay, that is freaking people out,
Okay.
all right? You can't offer like finger of Jesus, all right? That's terrifying. You have to offer just a
We have had an influx of new members, and we think some of the things that we've been trying are working. I think we actually need to. We need to, when we are serving the body of Christ, we need to have like actual pieces that look like they could be Christ.
People are only
People are-
saying
no.
it's working because it's a Milano. It's
No,
a Pepperidge Farm
people-
Milano. It's delicious.
People are sick of bread.
Okay.
Unleavened bread. People are sick of it.
Yes.
And the wafers was a bad idea. I don't know, who
I
thought
know.
of that. But
I sinned a lot. Can I have another? I sinned so much. I need so much Christ right now.
right, here's the blood of Christ.
Oh, cool. Capri Sun.
Yes. Jesus was a fan of sugar, just like everyone else. So
I feel better now.
good.
Feel
Good.
better.
Good.
Excuse me, I just got done with a soccer game. Do
Uh-huh.
you guys have any
Blood Christ, because I'm
Listen,
wiped out.
I want you to. But
My mom was supposed to bring a snack and she didn't, so
Yep.
do you have 12
This
of
isn't
them?
really a snack. It's more a representation
Do you
of
have
Christ
12
on
of them?
earth.
Because there's 11.
Well, now you've really done it. The Lord himself is here to speak to you, so I will let him in. Jesus.
That was a test earlier. I'm a little
I
kid.
knew when he would come back in a form that there was just the everyman. It
weren't
was a
prepared.
child.
You weren't
It was a child.
It just fell from the sky, and my spirit inhabited whoever caught it.
Wait a minute.
How do you feel
Where
now?
did you want me to hang the mermances?
In the rectory, please. In the
Everyone
rectory.
stop for just a second.
Yes. Sunday's high Latin dance. I'm sorry, Jesus.
You're the first people to get it right.
Put your hands down.
Don't try to be like me.
I wasn't. It was a definite V. It wasn't a T.
Don't talk back to Jesus, even if I'm in an 11-year-old's body.
I just was confused when he said he played soccer. It seems like not a Jesus sport.
I'm taking your voice and keeping
No,
it.
it's hard to run in sandals.
Where the hell were you? We need you for the second half.
Doing goofs.
I had stuff to do around town.
Well, your mom was supposed to bring snacks and your dad's supposed to bring us a ride home.
Well, my dad's God, so deal with that.
Ah! We won anyway.
Cool. Listen, we're not friends anymore.
I know.
I got stuff to take care of.
I know, you're busy and we're gonna be in a different school next year
Yeah,
and
I know.
everything.
So,
So,
see you later.
yeah, I guess.
Christina, now, you are 13 years old. Has anyone caught your eye?
Well,
We gotta start thinking
Mom,
marriage.
I knew this day would come. It's right now sort of
Anything yet?
I'm still trying to pry it out of her. If there's anyone who's even.
Well, if you could come up with an answer before we have to put out the church bulletin, that'd be great.
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, I heard someone turned 13. I got burgers and veils in my car.
See, Mom, I was just thinking maybe I wouldn't get married at 13.
Oh my! Get some blood of Christ! Okay. It is good thing I came over uninvited.
The door is always open to you in the sense that there is not really a door.
Honey, you better fix this. She's got a look of the West in her eyes.
Jenny, you want to come out and play skip it with me?
Don't go near that old spinster.
It's not so bad. Not having a man at 15 is quite all right.
Get away, Harpy! Get away, you dried up old prune!
And her giant beard! Giant beard and her terrible fingers. I don't want to look like her, Mom. It's just that I want to do something. Maybe I want to be a scientist or a doctor.
It's a good thing I was out in the hallway. Oh, West.
I mean, I guess the thing that's caught my eye most of all is biology, but I suppose
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down.
But I suppose, Peter Jenkins.
Peter Jenkins.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick someone, he sits next to me in biology, so.
How's the dissection coming?
Great.
Okay, did you find the liver? Yep, it's in there.
So, Peter, I have to marry you or my mom's gonna die.
Okay, sure.
There's a lot of people that have to be there.
A happy hand has a scalpel. Okay?
I don't really want this. It's just kind of how my family does it.
It's alright.
It's not that I want you to think that I don't think you're cool. It's
No,
just
it's fine. Most people don't.
Okay.
Pretty undesirable.
Yeah. That's why I figured you wouldn't be taken, so I thought if I had to name someone. So.
Sure.
Ma'am, you were in a terrible accident. You should probably sit back down. I don't know. You can't drive a car with a veil on.
Sorry. I was on my way to my wedding.
Yeah,
I have my farm permit, so I was. Oh, the blood of Christ, you guys! Like when I was little, I thought this was like the blood of Christ was like holy schmoly. But then I learned it was like reuniti. In my town. It was just reuniti, and I love that. Carbonated wine. Speaking of reuniti, actually it has nothing to do with it, but okay, so let's see. I had a really good thought when I was sitting over there. I took some time off of being a singer once upon a time. A couple years ago, and I had like vocal surgery, and it was super serious actually. I never thought I was going to talk again or sing again. So I became a nanny,
and I had surgery on my vocal cords, and boom, everything was back. However, I was a nanny now, and there was 5 children under my wing in the daytime. 5 children. I'm a tattooed woman. I'm not sure how that ever came about, but it all happened. I think I wore long sleeves to the interview. But 5 children, right? So I was so happy with my life, and these kids were amazing, and they were very talented, and they spanned the ages from, at that time, 4 to 16. So it was just this, like, every single one of them was creative, and it was amazing. Anyway, I was taking time off of singing. But then now I'm healed. It was like a year later after surgery, and I'm nannying, and I'm sort of healed, and I thought, wow, I could probably start singing again. Like, I should probably start doing what I love, because I love singing, right? So I eased back into it, and I started playing at the bar every Wednesday at Blarney's in Uptown, or Dinkytown. Yeah. Learned how to drink whiskey. Love that. On Wednesdays. I had to retire whiskey like last year, but I learned there, and then I got asked to do this amazing opportunity because things were starting to come my way again, and I'm sort of back in the scene, and they were like, hey, Red Bull Crashed Ice is coming to St. Paul. Do you guys know what Red Bull Crashed Ice is? Yeah. And they race on their ridiculous ice skates, and they like go all the way down. It's ridiculously like crazy boy stuff in my mind. So I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I would love to sing the national anthem. We sing the national anthem for Red Bull Crashed Ice in February, outside, on an ice skating rink, like way, way, way up there, way really high. I don't know how many feet. Sure, of course, I want to do it. I'm getting back in the scene. So that day comes, and it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly in the afternoon. I go for my sound check, and I go all the way up, climb. Super labored breathing, like, oh my God. Like how many minutes are you gonna take me up here before I have to sing? Because this is a long ways up there. It's so high if you've never seen the chorus. So I get up there, and it's a little chilly, but it's like, I don't know, maybe like 1 in the afternoon, so there's high sun, right? And I think, I'll be fine. I mean, it's just the national anthem. It's just the national anthem. I can totally get through this. I get done with my sound check. Everything's great. They briefed me on a few things, and I came down, and they were like, yeah, so we would love you to wear red gloves because you're going to be on TV. And I was like, oh, what channel? And they're like, NBC. Oh, seriously? Like, I don't have any red gloves. I'm going to actually have to go buy them. I've never had, I don't own them. So I run and get red gloves, and now it's become this like fury to get back now to the thing and get all prepared to do this. And so they're like, by the way, you can't wear any logos on your winter jacket. You can't have anything showing because it's NBC. It's like, oh my God, I don't even think I have a winter jacket that doesn't have a logo on it. Like, seriously, what am I gonna wear? I'm gonna be freezing. So I kind of layered underneath, and I wore my Columbia jacket over there, and I was like, I'll just take it off to sing. I'll just be in whatever's underneath there and my red gloves. That's plain. And so I get up there, and it's super cold. It's like 20 below, like real temperature, I think, like close to that. So up there, the wind is whipping. I have no idea, like close to 30 below wind chill. It's freezing cold. So they have a blanket and a jacket. They put my in-ears on, which is this little pack that goes on your pants right here, hooks like that. And then you have this little headset that comes in, and that's how you hear yourself sing. We practiced with it. However, you can't really hear when you put those things in, so you can't hear the outside world that's happening. So we're standing there, and I'm trying to keep my voice warm. La 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 la, and I went like this, and everybody turns around and they're like, "Stop! Stop! It's a moment of silence." Oh my God! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So it's a little bit chaotic. Apparently the moment of silence goes away. I mean, I'm like I can't hear anything besides them yelling at me. So I'm standing there like, oh my gosh, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Look at my clock. All of a sudden the stage manager comes out of nowhere, and she goes, "You're on!" And she grabs me, grabs my coat and my blanket off. but the little in-ear pack that's the really, really important to your in-ears, like you hearing, comes off of my pants with my Columbia jacket. And I was like, oh my God, and I stop and it's sitting like on my butt between my sweatshirt. But if it falls, this whole thing unplugs and I can't hear myself, right? I'm like, oh my God. So I walk out on the middle of the ice. It really looked like I had something like wrong or going on. And I'm standing there and TV camera, all these people looking at me, ready to go. And I knew that my cue was, ladies and gentlemen, Kat Perkins. But they don't have the announcer piped into my headphones that are dangling at this point. And I was like, I could sort of hear this, I'm like, that's gotta be the announcer, but I can't effing hear him. How am I gonna know what's gonna happen? And what if there's another moment of silence? And I turn around and I go, do I go? Do I go? And I can't move because this thing is just dangling right there. Do I go? And my boyfriend goes, and I was like, does that mean yes, go? And I take the breath, and I hear, ladies and gentlemen, Kat Perkins. And I was like, oh my God. What if I would have sang when he was like, oh, say Kat, like the girl on Reuniting Wine, up there in the cold, with no jacket. How does she do that? In the middle of winter, February, 25 degrees below zero. I get it sang. It happened. I got it. I didn't forget the words. It all happened. There was 120,000 people there, and just as I was done, the Vulcans come beside me, and they like skate down this ramp, and they're holding these torches, and a bunch of them bite it. And I was like, oh my God, am I still on television? Like, I don't know what kind of face I can make. Like, oh, and my inner pack goes to the ice, just drops. So I'm like without communication. I was like, oh my God, I can't move. And I was supposed to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Vulcans going down before I could move. So it finally happened, but I'm like 2 of them are just tumbling down the thing with their torches. They never let go. It was like, rolling. And I counted to 9, grabbed that thing, and like tiptoed back, and it all happened.
So that is a perfect way to end our first half for tonight. We're going to take a brief intermission. Feel free to visit our Bearded Bar, which is the bar in the back. If you don't drink those kind of drinks, we do have soda and other things out in the lobby as well. We'll see you back here with Kat in about 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody.